I know what you're thinking. Another tutoring program? Really? There's thousands of these on the market already.
I still don't get the differentiation. So
with another person, then you can like choose.
But my really question, I kind of go back to Danielle as well. What is the differentiation?
Hi, we're Tutorsphere, an online tutoring program to help students stand out from their peers. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another tutoring program? Really? There's thousands of these on the market already.
We're not your everyday tutoring program. Let me introduce you to our secret sauce. While other tutoring programs just provide help with grades, we help our students with not only that, but academic projects such as research reports and symposium presentations, in addition to competition help. And this is something that people are looking for. In the last 1 week alone, we've had 18 sessions booked and have generated $750 in revenue. But how'd we get here? To learn about that, let's hear the story of one of our co-founders, Ryan.
Let me tell you my story. In freshman year of high school, I was at a low point in my life. I was really struggling, falling behind all of my classmates into the academic trenches. In fact, it was so bad that I was a whole grade level below in my Spanish class. This led me to having a whopping 2.8 GPA. My parents and I wanted to see me succeed, go to a good college, and have a good career. But the truth was, there was nothing that made me stand out amongst my peers and no one to help guide me in the right direction. This is why I started searching for tutors to get me in that right direction. However, there were many issues. Firstly, mentors that help with extracurricular projects are very, very pricey. They can cost thousands of dollars for just a few sessions, and regular tutors only provide help for grades. I'm not alone in this problem either. 25 million other students in the United States are at least one grade level behind in at least one subject. For those behind in school, tutoring has proven to be extremely effective. The average test score for a kid who gets tutored is 30 points higher than a kid who doesn't get tutored.
To help students like Ryan, we created Tutorsphere. Tutorsphere helps students at an affordable price, while other extracurricular mentors cost an arm and a leg, thousands of dollars, and only help high school students. While even just mentors for regular grade help can cost over $75 an hour, at Tutorsphere, we keep all of our prices affordable, under $45 an hour for all of our sessions. And not only are our tutors affordable, but they're high quality too. We've got the cream of the crop tutors from Penn, Stanford, and Berkeley, all of whom have created unique extracurricular projects. For example, one of our tutors created a research report regarding the current financial state of orchestras and what they can do to improve. And this report was published in magazines as well as being presented at a symposium of over 200 people. As mentioned before, we don't just provide help with grades, but rather the complete package. Academic aid, help with extracurricular projects, and competition aid.
In the past 5 days alone, we've already onboarded 50 tutors to provide for these services. With our business model, a $40 session turns into a $10 profit for us. And this is all because of our 25% commission fee, which we have for every session booked. Our 25% commission fee is substantially lower than our competitors such as Varsity Tutors, TutorMe, and Wyzant. Take Varsity Tutors, for example, who has a 70% commission fee. Our lower commission fee incentivizes highly qualified tutors to join our website because they're bringing more money home. As well as our commission fee advantage, tutors match up with students a lot easier on our website. Take Wyzant, for example, where tutors have to market themselves on their website. At Tutorsphere, we do the matching process ourselves for them.
There are 50 million K-12 students in the US alone, and half of them, 25 million, are struggling in at least one subject. Of this massive pie, our service obtainable market is the 3 million students who can both afford and desire our services. And this is a rapidly expanding market too, with a projected 18.5% year-over-year growth rate from 2023 to 2030. To capitalize on this, we're going to have 75 sessions booked on our website by the end of this month, which will be done via in-person and online advertising, in addition to utilizing our personal connections. This will expand to 250 sessions booked by October of this month, 600 sessions booked by December, and by February of 2024, we're going to have 1,000 sessions booked on our website. But how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to double the amount of tutors on the website every 2 months, as well as reach out to school districts to help get word about our product out there. To expedite this process, we're seeking $60,000 in investment. $12,000 will go towards operations, which includes things like website management and our salaries. Another $12,000 will go towards legal fees, which is mainly liability waivers. The final $36,000 will go towards marketing, which is mainly advertisements. This $60,000 will help us not only reach our goal of 1,000 sessions booked by February of 2024, but also help us diversify the amount of projects and subjects that we can help our students with. But why are we the people that you should invest in? Well, we all come from very different parts of the world. And as a result, we have diverse backgrounds and experiences regarding the tutoring markets across the globe. Furthermore, we all have tutored or have been tutored. And as a result, we've experienced the very same issues that we now seek to solve firsthand. As high schoolers, we know the target market, us, better than absolutely anybody else out there. Due to a combination of being so deeply affected by this issue and knowing the target market so well, we're the perfect people for this company.
In a nutshell, other tutoring services only provide help for grades, while mentors for extracurricular projects are just too damn expensive. At Tutorsphere, we combine all of this into an all-in-one service that is affordable and helps students encapsulate every aspect of a subject possible. With great tutoring and creating extracurricular projects, I was able to raise my GPA from a 2.8 to a 3.5 in just 2 years. With Tutorsphere, I can help students like me improve their grades, create extracurricular projects, and do all of this at a very affordable price. Thank you, and let's help students like me not just survive, but thrive in our academic journey.
Yeah, we can take questions from the judges.
I still don't get the differentiation. So if I'm a student or a parent and I go online and I search for, tutoring platforms, yeah, tons are going to come up. So I'm sort of hearing that there's grades versus extracurriculars, but especially if I'm looking at people who are helping prep for college, I'm sure an offering is, hey, stand out on your applications and your resume by doing these extracurriculars. So I wonder about that. And then let's talk about generative AI. So that's going to eat your lunch on price. What are you going to do?
So regarding the first point of just how our product differentiates from others, for those extracurricular services that you specifically mentioned, those can cost upwards of $5,000 in many cases, while we keep our sessions under $45 an hour. And those companies target high school students specifically. And as a result, since we're expanding to K through 12 in general, we're able to reach a wider array of students. And then do you guys want to tackle the generative AI?
With generative AI, we still have a big gap to go into. So we still have a big margin to stand out with tutors, because right now generative AI still is very unpredictable. It doesn't have complete feasibility. So you still have people that has the knowledge and have go with the path you want to go into to be the best you can.
So one question is, I'm curious, how do you, ensure, I guess, quality and also trust and safety, right? Because you're essentially like matching these students with, potential tutors.
Yeah, I can answer that. So basically, when tutors complete our form that they want to be a tutor, one of us will make sure that We'll interview them to make sure that they're a right fit.
On the Gen AI, I mean, I would challenge you on that. I think in weeks it can beat all those, past 4 weeks, Gen AI can now cite and actually find, using Google Bard, actually combined with OpenAI, you can actually find actual information, then ask OpenAI to write things on that. But we can create a whole course actually on actual facts and actual data. So definitely faster. But my really question, I can kind of go back to Danielle as well, is what is the differentiation? Because I keep hearing, it's kind of, you keep going back to prices. Like, it's almost like it's cheap. But then you keep going back to also like, hey, we teach you these extracurricular activities that no one else does, right? Are people coming to you for a price point? Or is that on the other side? Because there's a lot of tutors. If the price point is the one, right, is this varsity or something takes 75%. I don't know what they're doing with that kind of margin. But so are you selling price? And then you just come in and just learn whatever you have to, and you focus on volume? Or is it something else special?
Well, when regarding Sprite specifically, it's more regarding the extracurricular project mentors specifically who have exceptionally high prices. And as a result, we compete on that price point specifically. Whereas with other tutoring platforms, we compete on the fact that we offer a wider array of services while they simply help you boost grades.
But then do you have to offer that? I mean, if everyone else offers that to boost grades, why do you want to offer that service?
Yes, so when we're interviewing the tutors, we'll ask them to create with a plan to help students be more rounded. For example, if a student wants to get interested in the computer science pathway, we'll match them with a CS major tutor at a top college, and they'll suggest that person maybe, for example, participate in a local competition that benefited her own journey. So, and also stay updated with the latest tech trends at the suggestion that they can give them, and also help with college applications.
So yeah, I guess I have kind of the same concern too. So I know we keep using the word tutor, but as we mentioned, it feels like when I look at this is everything almost like a college guidance counselor or would help with, or you can hire private ones. So I'm also, I guess, struggling with the differentiation as well.
Yeah, so yeah, just going back to that, I think that, there is the possibility for a college counselor to do this, but at least in my experience, my college counselors, because my family uses a private service, I'm from Manhattan, it's insanely expensive. My friend told me that her college counselor was $20,000 for 1 year, college consulting, and not everyone can afford to pay $20,000 to get into their choice of college. So while I think that there are quite a few differentiating factors that we have, the price point is really a big one. And because if you're paying $45 for one session with this person as opposed to $20,000 for a year with another person, then you can choose how it goes, and also it's way more affordable for people who can't afford it. Because I've spoken to people about this, this was an idea that I've had. And when I was talking to people about it, they're like, this is great because I can't afford to hire a college counselor. I can't afford that. So this is something that I would want to use and I would need. Yeah.
One thing that I'm hearing a little bit is there might be some confusion around, is this tutoring or is this sort of guidance counseling? And I think if this were pitched as guidance counseling for high schoolers by college students, that would maybe differentiate a little bit more, and just make it a bit more clear. And I think you're going to want to think about yes, it's 45 an hour, but yeah, what's the average number of hours? Because comparing 45 an hour to 20,000 for a year, it's hard to compare apples to apples. I'm sure it's a lot cheaper, but you're going to want to dig into that a little bit more. I just had one question on the how do you vet for teaching quality? Because you can have someone who's brilliant in a space but has no idea how to talk to other people about it, especially people who don't understand.
Yeah, I can take that one. So when vetting for teaching quality, as part of the interview process, we have them teach their specific lesson to us. So on the form that they fill out, they will tell us what exactly they intend to teach and what grade level they are comfortable teaching, as well as their qualifications. So we have them basically create a model lesson plan and then teach one of those lessons to us. And we pretend to be the student. We ask them questions. Since we're the target market, we know what we're looking for. So we're able to ask them the questions that any student in the target market would see. And then we're able to grade them based on how we would want to be tutored.
Do you know your margins on that? I mean, you booked 18 sessions, right? And made $750, right? What is the margin on each session?
So on each session, we make 25% commission. So for the $765, it rounds out to about $40 a session, and the $10 profit that was seen.
Okay.
Do you know your, I guess, cost to acquire a qualified teacher or tutor, right? Yeah, what's the cost there? And then also cost to acquire a student.
So regarding the tutoring cost to acquire, tutors specifically, it's normally tutors are looking for something like this because with our service, they make a lot more commission than they would on sites such as Varsity Tutors, which takes like a 75% commission. So off of this, they're able to make a bit more than they would on sites like Varsity Tutors. And generally on the cost to acquire a tutor currently, it's about currently it's mostly been via like in-person and online advertising. So I put it around $5 to $10 a tutor for as highly qualified as possible. Like Berkeley students that have gone through like multiple examinations who are in like their final years of college.
Any other questions?
I guess the last question is if the price point is the attraction to the platform, right? Like anyone wants to use it because it's cheap. That means if you're going to compete with other expensive platforms, how fast can you grow? Have you tested anything that's like you can beat with speed of execution on the marketing side, right? So do you already have a plan in place? You've been like doing this for a while, like a couple of weeks that maybe, I don't know, SEO, word of mouth, or some referral networks, whatever that is. I mean, do you have anything in place that you think can just make it grow super fast before others can drop their prices and maybe compete with you and offer better margins to these teachers?
Yeah, so one thing we've already begun to do is collaborate with school districts. We've reached out to our personal school district connections as well as emailing our school districts. And then we already have one school district lined up for someone that would want to partner with us and kind of just get the program more out there. And then other ways we're doing it include things like advertisements, in-person flyers, and things of that nature around highly populated areas such as Manhattan and Berkeley that would specifically look for services such as this.
Thank you very much.